Any lessons you took out of the last time you were here that you tweaked? You know, this is such a unique fighting environment, such a unique situation. Was there anything you took out of the last time that you brought with you this time to change?
Not really. Last time went pretty flawlessly. I was very happy with everything. It's really, what's really good is that everything is just so streamlined. Everyone's so professional here. Everyone just takes you through the paces. You don't have to work anything out. It's all done for you.
Makes life easy. What about prepping for a 3-round fight? How does that change things for you?
The training was much more fun, that's for sure. There are different cardio levels you need for 5 rounds, and different pacing, and so all the round work, all the training work, everything has to be. It's more preparing for a marathon than a sprint. Whereas I feel that a 3-round fight is more of a sprint, so you have to be ready to sprint that distance, but also drag it out. It's just different pacing.
I was going to say, that's like a mindset difference for you, right? I mean, it's been so long since you've done this. I mean, are you concerned at all at that first round? Like, I got to make sure I'm not, settling in?
No, I'm not. I haven't really thought about it too much in terms of like how I'm going to perform, and then I'm just going to do what I do.
Yeah.
I was made for this, and I'm sure I'll handle myself right.
Nice. You fought nothing but killers, obviously, man. Being where you are in the division, where does Jared rank up there? I mean, is he equal to the rest of these guys that you faced?
Jared right now has the highest threat level of anyone because he's the dude I have to fight. I have had hard fights, and I expect a very hard fight in Jared. Jared's a very hard dude. I'm not sleeping on his skill set. I'm not sleeping on his power. He can beat me. No, I could lose, but I don't think I will.
Very nice. I know you're not looking past this at all, but you see Israel out there looking at other options, and he's talking to John Jones and heavyweight and whatever else. I mean, if you win this fight, do you feel like he owes you, that it's not okay for him to go fight anybody else?
I don't think anyone owes anybody anything. I just want to fight Jared right now. I'm not really thinking about it at all. Whatever he wants to do, he can do. He can fight anyone. I don't care. Honestly, I just want to take this fight. I want to go there, do my best, and go home. Just cruise out, enjoy Christmas.
Very nice. Last one for me. How do you think this one goes? I mean, do you see this being kind of a back and forth battle that you have to get through, or do you feel like you can, out technique this guy? How do you think this one going?
I think he's a hard guy, and I'm certainly respecting his skill sets. He's very tough. He's very powerful. He has knockout power, and he's resilient. He never goes away. But honestly, I just think I'm better across the board. I think I can take this fight wherever I want it to go. I can lead this dance. I think I can sting him. I can knock him out. Honestly, I can do anything I want. And I have 15 minutes to do that, which is better than 25. So I'm looking forward to it.
If Israel does end up fighting for the 205-pound title against Bangladesh, and the UFC came to you and said, right, we want to put you in an interim title fight against the winner of Till or Madison, would that interest you at all, or would you rather just wait for Izzy and make sure you got the title shot?
I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care what the division does. I don't care who does anything in the division. I'm just worried about what I'm doing. And I've trained my ass off for Jared on the weekend. I'm going to make weight, enjoy some food, fighting, go home, and then fight when I feel good after Christmas. That's it. I don't care who I fight. As long as I feel good and I'm happy, and it's after Christmas, I'll fight whoever's there. And not straight after Christmas, because obviously I'm expecting to get a little heavy during Christmas. So maybe like, February, March-ish.
So the Christmas Day, June runs are still not in the middle?
Mate, there is nothing going on from the 27th of this month until January.
Last time that the narrative going into the Till fight was you'd found love and you were feeling refreshed. Obviously, this is a quick fight on the back of that. Do you still feel that?
Yeah, 100%. My timeline for fighting has always been, if my mind's ready, my body's ready, take it. I'll fight. I'm doing, this is my job. This is how I live. I enjoy fighting. I guess, so taking the fight was a no-brainer. It popped up. I was ready to fight. I was fortunate enough to come out without any injuries, and so I took it. As well as it worked perfectly in my timeline, in my head, which was to try and get another fight before Christmas, so I get Christmas off. I'm going to keep smashing that, if you guys haven't worked it out. And yeah, it worked out perfectly. But I am feeling the diet. Dieting for so long is terrible. It's no fun.
Last time you were here, you were described yourself as being built for quarantine. I went to the second time round. Was it as exciting and fulfilling for you?
Yeah, it was exciting. The quarantine was exciting at first, But like I've done so much of it lately, like so much of it. I'm getting a little. I'm not. Yeah, no. I'm sick of fight week iso. Fight week isolation sucks because like you're hungry and by yourself. You know, you know what I mean? There's like the quarantine at home isn't too bad because you've got Uber Eats, whatever you want, and you just had a hard fight, so you feel like you deserve to splurge a little. Whereas like fight week isolation it's just annoying. Drinking so much water, dieting so much. As well as like, there's only so many options you can do in this hotel, right? The internet isn't great.
Lastly, just a prediction on the Till Hermanson fight in December. I think it's more than likely you'll fight with Till. You're probably going to meet each other again. It's so close and everyone enjoyed it. How do you see that fight playing out?
Till Hermanson?
Yeah.
I think Till can do it. I think it's easier to stop a wrestler than it is to wrestle a guy that doesn't want to be wrestled. I think Till beats him standing. So, you know, they're I guess the key points for that fight. Yeah, I can't even. There's going to be 5 or 3 rounds.
5.
Yeah, you know, I guess it'd be. I'm curious to see how. Hermanson you'd have to think you'd have to try and pressure him in and slow Till down with wrestling. It's going to be cool to see how much damage he takes trying to do that, how much damage he takes trying to get in. Yeah, I guess there are a lot of factors in the air, but I think Till's a hard dude to take down, and he's a very well accomplished striker, very good at counter striking, very good at timing. So let's see. And that said, I'm not having a go at Hermanson. I think he's a cool dude. Well, I don't know him, so maybe he's not. But I don't take it personally, Hermanson. If you watch this and then start smashing me, like relax. Sorry.
Rob, you'd been previously scheduled to fight Jared in March, and then, you know, obviously, you know, it's well documented. You said you're dealing with some burnout. I guess, do you feel any differently about Jared as an opponent now as to maybe when you were thinking about the fight as a whole in March?
Do I think of him personally?
Or like as an opponent, like the fight itself?
The fight?
Yeah, or I guess the feeling for the fight.
If we're going on how I feel about the fight leading up to Jared, like this time round is very, very different because just in the fact that I want to train, I want to fight, I want to beat him, I want to beat him. Whereas when I was leading up to him the first time, I didn't care. I just was just going through the paces, just doing what I thought I had to do, because that's what being burnt out is, and you know, you're just trudging along. So yeah, this preparation has been completely different to the first time. But then that fight was never meant to be anyway. We got injured 2 weeks before we were supposed to fight, so, you know, everything happens for a reason.
For the record, with everything going on in March, it had nothing to do with Jared. It was just yourself internally that, you know, pulled you away from that fight when you did.
Yeah, why would Jared have anything to do with it?
But just want to get it on the record.
He was harassing me. And I thought it was doing it. Nah, I don't know. It had nothing to do with him. I just wasn't ready. Wasn't up for the fighting, for fighting at that time. Not him, just in general. I took a big step to the left. So, but I'm back, and here we are.
Now, you've held the middleweight title. Obviously, it has a lineage, and one of the biggest stars of the middleweight division is Anderson Silva, retiring next week. I was just wondering if you have any thoughts on, you know, the guy who held the belt before and just his legacy in the division.
Honestly, I haven't really thought about it.
No problem.
Sorry, I didn't even know he was retiring next week. I'm sorry. Is he retiring?
It says it's the rumor.
Okay. Oh, so he's fighting next week. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep to myself.
Fighting Uriah Hall.
Is he?
Yeah. 5 rounds.
Wow.
That's something to watch next Saturday.
Halloween night.
Halloween.
Maybe. I might watch it. One dude's not going to be in the division anymore, and I beat the other one. So. Come on. We're all just laughing. We're having jokes.
One of the narratives of this going into this fight was like you found love for training again and the burnout stuff. Similar comments were made by Brian Ortega and Makwan Americani where they said they had to burn bridges with people, kind of pulling them in 1,000 directions before their fights. Did you have to do anything like that, or was it solely the physical training part?
Oh, it was more about just kind of like understanding what I was doing, like, and what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it, and how I was doing things was affecting other things. It's very complicated for me to put it into words. Like, I guess like the shortest way and the briefest possible way of saying it is like I went soul searching for how I wanted to do things, how I wanted to be, what I wanted to do it. And, you know, I found the reasons why to do certain things, and once I cleared up some headspace, and you know, I cut away the fat, trimmed the fat, if you would. Everything just became real easy, real simple. It was just, I wanted to do certain things because like I'm doing things now because I want to, you know. And yeah, it's just like all the fog, you know, it was all jumbled and there was so much on my plate, and I just took it all off and then started stacking it back on slowly.
In this sport that is so aggressive and you guys are fighting there, do you think it should be more accepted to openly speak about like what is going on like in your headspace before fights and how it would affect that outside of the physical part, like the mental part should be discussed?
What do you mean by accepted?
I mean, I feel like a lot of maybe fighters don't want to talk about what their mental space before fights.
That might be an old stigma maybe. It depends. It's like, I don't know. Like me personally, I don't care.
Sure.
Like, I'm gonna say what I want anyway. You know? And yeah, it's be you. Be you. If you want to talk about it, talk about it. Don't. Like, because at the end of the day, nobody really cares. So it doesn't matter. Like, more or less, I'm just saying it for myself.
Sure.
I'm telling you guys because you asked. That's all that matters.
I know you say that you don't care, and I love that attitude, but to some degree, what happens in the UFC kind of dictates what happens to you. So bearing that in mind, does Izzy telling Jared that if he destroys you, give you any extra motivation? If he destroys you, you'll get the next shot.
So firstly, I don't need any more motivation to try and beat this dude other than the fact he's trying to beat me up. So it's like, I'm at max level motivation. It's like, you can't roll me up to defend myself any better. And two, maybe I misworded it. I do care. Like, I want to win, and I'm going to do everything in there to win. And it's do or die for me when I get in there. I go in there, I switch on, and I'm going to try and kill this dude. And I'm willing to put my body on the line to do that. But I'm not obsessed with the result. The result doesn't really matter. It's about me getting in there and like doing my best, like, because you can't control that. It's battle, and crazy things happen, you know. Yeah, whatever Izzy said to Cannonier, I don't know. For friends, maybe. Like maybe that pepped up Cannonier. I don't know. All I know is I'm going to go in there and try and rip his face off on the weekend. You know, and that's it. And yeah.
What if you win and they offer you a title fight on December 19th?
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I don't know. It's... I'm going to have to get... I'll worry about that then, honestly, because, like, I'd have to talk with that with my team, and they would... If they thought it was the best move, man, they have a hell of a convincing job ahead of them, you know what I mean? But otherwise, I don't even have to worry about it. The only fight that's in my sights is Sunday, and or Saturday, and that's the only one that matters at this point.
Any other questions?
You excited for Cyberpunk to come out?
So I haven't been on the hype train. I haven't looked at any of the trailers or anything, because I'm the sort of dude that if I see something that I want that I can't have, it eats at me up. Like I won't be able to sleep, and it's not out yet, so I'll wait. I will wait.
Are you glad it got pushed back till after your fight?
Didn't know the release date or anything. Yeah. So. Yeah. No.
You got one more month.
Yeah. Cool.